You wake up every morning and what greets your eyes? Opportunity gently knocking at your door. But here's the twist. Opportunity isn't forceful. It won't shatter your door or yank you out of bed. Instead, it's a courteous visitor, knocking softly. If you're not prepared, if you're not attentive, it quietly moves on to the next house. So what's your response? Will you hit the snooze button on your life, allowing opportunities to pass by? Or will you spring out of bed, fling open that door, and declare, "I'm ready. Let's go"? I'm not just referring to the physical act of getting out of bed. I'm talking about awakening your mind, igniting your ambition, and fueling your drive. Because success won't simply land in your lap while you're lounging on the couch, remote in hand, watching the world go by. Let me tell you something. Success isn't a spectator sport. You can't just stand on the sidelines cheering for others. You need to step into the arena. You need to don the uniform, lace up your shoes, and take your place on the field. But here's the reality. The field of success isn't a pristine, well-maintained lawn. It's rugged, it's steep, and it's riddled with potholes and pitfalls. And you know what? That's exactly how it should be. If success were easy, everyone would have it. And then it wouldn't be success anymore. It would just be average, ordinary, run-of-the-mill. Is that what you want? To be just another face in the crowd? I didn't think so. You're here because you crave more. You desire better. You aim for the extraordinary. And let me tell you, extraordinary doesn't emerge from doing ordinary things. It arises from pushing yourself when everyone else is taking it easy. It comes from studying while others are sleeping. It originates from practicing when others are partying. It stems from saying yes to opportunity when others are saying maybe tomorrow. Now, I'm not suggesting you can't enjoy life. I'm not advocating for a life devoid of fun. But I am saying you need to prioritize. You need to decide what's more important, fleeting pleasure or enduring success. Because here's the harsh truth. Success demands sacrifice. It requires discipline. It necessitates consistency. You can't just work hard when you feel like it. You can't put in effort only when it's convenient. Success doesn't conform to your schedule. Success has its own timeline, and if you want to seize it, you've got to be prepared when it arrives. Think about it this way. Have you ever tried to catch a bus? What happens if you show up 5 minutes late? The bus doesn't wait, does it? It doesn't care that you overslept, that your alarm didn't go off, or that you couldn't find your shoes. The bus adheres to a schedule, and if you're not there when it arrives, you get left behind. Success operates in the same manner. It's not going to linger around for you to get your act together. It's not going to pause while you figure out your life's direction. Success is in motion, constantly moving forward. And if you want to catch it, you've got to be moving too. But here's the uplifting news. Unlike that bus, success isn't just a one-off opportunity. It's not like missing it once means you've missed it forever. No, success is more akin to a train that passes by regularly. However, and this is crucial, you've got to be at the station with your ticket in hand, ready to board. So, how do you prepare yourself to catch that train of success? First and foremost, you've got to know where you're headed. You need to have a clear destination in mind. Because if you don't know where you're going, any train will do. And let me tell you, not all trains are bound for the same place. So what's your destination? What's your goal? What's that big, audacious dream that propels you out of bed each morning? If you don't have one, you need to find one. And I'm not talking about some vague notion of being successful or making money. I'm talking about a specific, concrete goal that you can visualize. Something you can feel deep in your bones. Maybe it's starting your own business. Maybe it's becoming the top salesperson in your company. Perhaps it's writing a book, running a marathon, or mastering a new language. Whatever it is, it needs to be substantial enough to challenge you, to push you out of your comfort zone. Because here's another undeniable truth. Growth doesn't occur in your comfort zone. Growth happens when you're stretching, when you're reaching, when you're pushing your limits. If you're comfortable, you're not growing. And if you're not growing, you're stagnating. So once you've established your destination, your significant goal, what's the next step? Now you've got to break it down. You've got to create a roadmap because that big goal, as exhilarating as it is, can also be daunting. It can seem so distant, so unattainable that you don't even know where to begin. That's where the roadmap comes into play. You've got to deconstruct that big goal into smaller, manageable steps. You've got to set milestones along the way because success isn't just about reaching the final destination. It's about celebrating the small victories throughout the journey. Think about climbing a mountain. You don't leap from the base to the summit in one giant stride. No, you take it one step at a time. You set smaller goals, reaching that ridge, getting to that plateau, making it to the next camp. And each time you achieve one of these smaller goals, you celebrate. You take a moment to reflect on how far you've come. And that gives you the energy, the motivation to keep pushing forward. Your journey to success mirrors this process. You've got to set those smaller goals, those milestones. And when you achieve them, celebrate. Take a moment to acknowledge your progress because those celebrations, those moments of recognition, they're the fuel that sustains you when the journey becomes arduous. And make no mistake, the journey will get tough. There will be obstacles. There will be setbacks. There will be times when you want to give up, when self-doubt creeps in, when you question if it's all worth it. That's when you've got to dig deep. That's when you've got to remember why you embarked on this journey in the first place. That's when you've got to remind yourself of your destination, of that big, audacious goal that ignited your passion initially. And here's another critical point. When those tough times arise, and they inevitably will, don't try to face them alone. Surround yourself with people who support your dreams, who believe in you, who will lift you up when you fall and push you forward when you falter. Because success isn't a solo endeavor. It's not about being a lone wolf battling against the world. No, success is a team sport. It's about building relationships, creating networks, finding mentors, and being a mentor to others. Think about any successful person you admire. Did they achieve their success entirely on their own? Of course not. They had assistants along the way. They had teachers, coaches, mentors, friends, and family members who believed in them, who supported them, who challenged them to be better. So don't make the mistake of thinking you have to do it all on your own. Reach out, ask for help, seek advice, find people who are where you want to be, and learn from them. Because here's another unassailable truth. Success leaves clues. The path has been walked before. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You just have to be willing to learn, to adapt, to apply the lessons that others have already uncovered. But remember, learning isn't just about listening to others. It's about taking action. It's about applying what you've learned. Because knowledge without action is like owning a car without gas. It looks impressive sitting in your driveway, but it's not going to take you anywhere. So, as you learn, as you accumulate knowledge, ensure you're putting it into practice. Ensure you're taking action because action is the bridge between your dreams and your reality. Action is what transforms your goals into achievements. Action is what distinguishes dreamers from doers. And let me tell you something. The world doesn't reward dreamers. The world rewards doers. The world rewards individuals who take initiative, who make things happen, who create value for others. Because that's what success is truly about. Creating value. It's not just about making money or achieving fame or amassing possessions. Those things might be byproducts of success, but they're not success itself. True success is about making a difference. It's about leaving the world a little better than you found it. It's about using your unique talents, your skills, your passions to create something of value for others. Think about the most successful people in history. What do they all have in common? They all created value. They all made a difference. They all left a legacy. So, as you're working towards your goals, as you're climbing that mountain of success, always keep this question in mind. How am I creating value? How am I making a difference? How am I leaving my mark on the world? Because when you focus on creating value, when you focus on making a difference, that's when true success follows. That's when you start to experience not just financial rewards, but also personal fulfillment. That's when you begin to feel that profound sense of satisfaction that comes from knowing you're living your purpose, from knowing you're making a meaningful contribution to the world. And here's the remarkable thing. There's no limit to the value you can create. There's no cap on the difference you can make. The only limits are your imagination, your willingness to learn, and your commitment to take action. So, don't sell yourself short. Don't settle for less than you're capable of. Don't let fear or doubt or negative self-talk hold you back because you possess greatness within you. You have the potential to achieve amazing things. You have the power to create extraordinary value in this world. But that potential, that power, it's like a seed. It needs nurturing. It requires the right environment to grow. And you are responsible for creating that environment. You are responsible for feeding your mind with positive thoughts, with empowering beliefs. You are responsible for surrounding yourself with people who uplift you, who challenge you to be better. Because here's another undeniable truth. You become like the people you spend the most time with. If you associate with negative individuals, people who are always complaining, always making excuses, guess what? You'll start to adopt their mindset. You'll begin to see problems instead of opportunities. You'll start making excuses instead of making progress. But if you surround yourself with positive people, with achievers, with go-getters, you'll begin to adopt their mindset. You'll start to see opportunities where others see obstacles. You'll start to take action where others make excuses. So choose your environment wisely. Choose your friends wisely. Choose your mentors wisely, because these choices will shape your future. These choices will determine whether you rise to the level of your potential or sink to the level of your excuses. And speaking of excuses, let's address them because excuses are the arch nemesis of success. Excuses are the nails that build the house of failure. Every time you make an excuse, you're hammering another nail into that house, and before you know it, you're living in it. So, here's what I want you to do. Declare war on excuses. Make yourself allergic to them. The next time you catch yourself making an excuse, stop. Ask yourself, is this excuse more important than my dreams? Is this excuse more powerful than my potential? Because that's what you're truly saying when you make an excuse. You're stating that this excuse, this reason for not taking action, is more important than your goals, your dreams, your future. And let me tell you something. It's not. No excuse is more important than your dreams. No excuse is more powerful than your potential. No excuse is worth sacrificing your future for. So, instead of making excuses, start making progress. Instead of finding reasons why you can't, start finding ways that you can, because success doesn't come to those who make the best excuses. Success comes to those who make the best effort, and consistent effort is the key to success. It's not about making a heroic effort once in a while. It's about making a consistent effort every single day. It's about doing the little things day in and day out. Those little things add up to big results over time. Think about building a brick wall. You don't build it all at once. You build it one brick at a time. And at first it might not look like much. You might lay a few bricks and think, this doesn't look like a wall. But you keep going. You keep laying brick after brick, day after day. And before you know it, you've constructed something substantial, something that can withstand the test of time. Your success is built the same way. It's built through consistent daily actions. It's built through habits. It's built through discipline. Discipline. Now, there's a word that makes a lot of people uneasy, but discipline is simply the bridge between your goals and your accomplishments. Discipline is what keeps you going when motivation fades, because motivation, as powerful as it is fickle. It comes and goes. But discipline is reliable. Discipline is consistent. Discipline is what gets you out of bed when you don't feel like it. Discipline is what keeps you working when you'd rather be relaxing. Discipline is what makes you stick to your diet when that piece of cake is calling your name. And here's the thing about discipline. It's a skill. It's something you can develop. It's something you can strengthen like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. And the stronger your discipline becomes, the easier it is to do the things you need to do to succeed. So, how do you cultivate discipline? Start small. Set small, achievable goals and commit to meeting them no matter what. Maybe it's reading for 15 minutes every day. Maybe it's doing 10 push-ups every morning. Maybe it's making one sales call before lunch. Whatever it is, make it small enough that you can do it consistently, but substantial enough that it challenges you a bit. And once you've mastered that small goal, increase it. Read for 20 minutes. Do 15 push-upów. Make 2 sales calls. Keep increasing. Keep challenging yourself. Keep pushing your limits because that's how growth happens. That's how you become the person you need to be to achieve the success you desire. You grow day by day, choice by choice, action by action. And as you're growing, developing your discipline and working towards your goals, remember this: failure is not your enemy. Failure is your teacher. Failure is your opportunity to learn, to improve, to get better. Show me a successful person, and I'll show you someone who has failed countless times. The difference is, they didn't let those failures stop them. They didn't let those failures define them. They used those failures as stepping stones, as lessons, as fuel for their fire. Because here's the truth: you're going to fail. It's inevitable. It's part of the process. The question isn't whether you'll fail, but how you'll respond when you do. Will you let it crush you, or will you let it teach you? Will you let it stop you, or will you let it motivate you? The choice is yours. And it's a choice you'll have to make repeatedly on your journey to success, because success isn't a straight line. It's not a smooth, easy path. It's a series of ups and downs, of victories and setbacks, of progress and obstacles. But here's the beautiful thing: each obstacle you overcome makes you stronger. Each setback you bounce back from makes you more resilient. Each failure you learn from makes you wiser. So, don't fear failure. Don't run from it. Embrace it, learn from it, grow from it. Because the more you fail, the more you learn. And the more you learn, the closer you get to success. And as you're learning, growing, and pushing towards your goals, remember this: success isn't just about what you achieve. It's about who you become in the process, because the greatest reward of success isn't the things you gain. It's the person you become. It's the skills you develop. It's the character you build. It's the strength you gain. It's the wisdom you acquire. Think about it. Even if you lost everything you've achieved, even if all your material possessions were taken away, you'd still have the most valuable thing: yourself. You'd still have the knowledge, the skills, the character that you've developed on your journey. That's why personal development is so crucial. That's why you should invest in yourself, in your education, in your skills, in your character. Because those investments, unlike material things, can never be taken away from you. They become a part of who you are. So, read books, attend seminars, listen to podcasts, seek out mentors. Never stop learning, never stop growing, because the more you grow, the more you have to offer, the more success you'll achieve. And as you're growing, learning, and pushing towards your goals, remember this: gratitude is the attitude of success. Gratitude isn't just a feel-good emotion. It's a powerful force that can transform your life. When you're grateful, you focus on what you have rather than what you lack. When you're grateful, you see opportunities rather than obstacles. When you're grateful, you attract more good things into your life. So, make gratitude a daily practice. Every day, take a moment to appreciate what you have. Appreciate your health, your relationships, your opportunities, your experiences, because when you appreciate what you have, you open yourself up to receiving more. And speaking of receiving more, let's delve into the concept of abundance, because success isn't about scarcity. It's not about fighting for a limited piece of the pie. It's about realizing that the pie is infinite, that there's enough success to go around for everyone. When you operate from a mindset of abundance, you stop seeing others as competition and start seeing them as potential collaborators. You stop worrying about what others are achieving and start focusing on your own growth. You stop trying to tear others down and start lifting them up, because here's another undeniable truth: your success doesn't diminish anyone else's. Your light doesn't make anyone else's light shine less brightly. In fact, when you succeed, when you shine your light, you inspire others to do the same. You create a ripple effect of positivity and achievement that can change not just your life, but the lives of those around you. So, don't be afraid to dream big. Don't be afraid to set audacious goals. Don't be afraid to reach for the stars, because the universe is abundant and there's more than enough success to go around. But remember, while the universe is abundant, it doesn't dispense handouts. You've got to put in the work. You've got to exert the effort. You've got to take action because dreams without action are just fantasies. Goals without effort are just wishes. Potential without work is just wasted opportunity. So, what are you going to do? Are you going to keep dreaming, or are you going to start doing? Are you going to keep wishing, or are you going to start working? Are you going to keep talking about your potential, or are you going to start living up to it? The choice is yours, and it's a choice you make not just once, but every single day. Every morning when you wake up, you have a choice. You can choose to hit the snooze button on your life, allowing opportunities to pass you by, or you can choose to jump out of bed and seize the day. You can choose to make excuses, letting them hinder your progress, or you can choose to make progress, propelling yourself forward. You can choose to settle for less, accepting mediocrity, or you can choose to strive for more, reaching for the extraordinary. And let me tell you something. Those choices add up. Those daily decisions, those seemingly small choices, they compound over time. They create momentum. They shape your habits. They determine your destiny. So, choose wisely. Choose to be disciplined. Choose to be persistent. Choose to be resilient. Choose to be positive. Choose to be grateful. Choose to be abundant. Choose to be successful because success is a choice. It's not something that happens to you. It's something you create. It's something you build day by day, choice by choice, action by action. And yes, it's hard. Yes, it takes work. Yes, it requires sacrifice. But let me pose a question. What's the alternative? Is a life of mediocrity easier? Is a life of unfulfilled potential more comfortable? Is a life of regret and what-ifs more appealing? I didn't think so. Because deep down, you know you're capable of more. Deep down, you know you have greatness within you. Deep down, you know you have a unique contribution to make to this world. So, why not pursue it? Why not give it everything you've got? Why not push yourself to see just how far you can go, how much you can achieve, how significant of an impact you can make? Because here's the thing. You've got one life, one shot, one opportunity to make your mark on this world. And time is ticking. Every day that passes is a day you can't get back. Every opportunity you let slip by is an opportunity you might never get again. So, don't wait. Don't procrastinate. Don't put off your dreams for another day, another week, another year. The time to act is now. The time to start is today. The time to change your life is this very moment. And yes, it might be scary. Yes, it might be uncomfortable. Yes, it might push you out of your comfort zone. But that's where the magic happens. That's where growth occurs. That's where success is born. So, embrace the discomfort. Lean into the challenge. Welcome the struggle. Because on the other side of that discomfort, that challenge, that struggle, lies everything you've ever wanted. On the other side is the life of your dreams. On the other side is the person you were always meant to be. And as you're pushing through that discomfort, as you're facing those challenges, as you're overcoming those struggles, remember this. You're not alone. You're part of a community of strivers, of achievers, of people who refuse to settle for less than their best. So draw strength from that community. Draw inspiration from those who have walked similar paths. Draw motivation from those who are on the same journey. Because success is contagious. Achievement is infectious. When you surround yourself with successful people, when you immerse yourself in a culture of achievement, it rubs off on you. It lifts you up. It pushes you forward. And as you're moving forward, as you're making progress, as you're achieving your goals, don't forget to enjoy the journey. Don't become so fixated on the destination that you miss the beauty of the path. Because success isn't just about reaching your goals. It's about who you become along the way. It's about the experiences you have, the lessons you learn, the relationships you build. So, take time to celebrate your victories, no matter how small. Take time to appreciate your progress, no matter how slow. Take time to enjoy the process, no matter how challenging. Because life is not just about the peaks, it's about the entire mountain. And as you're climbing that mountain, as you're pushing towards your peak, remember this. Your journey is unique. Your path is your own. Don't waste time comparing yourself to others. Don't get distracted by what everyone else is doing. Focus on your own race. Run your own marathon. Because success is not about being better than someone else. It's about being better than you were yesterday. It's about continuous improvement. It's about constant growth. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. So set your own standards. Create your own benchmarks. Measure yourself against your potential, not against other people's achievements. Because when you do that, when you focus on your own growth, your own improvement, that's when you truly start to excel. That's when you start to break through your limitations. That's when you start to achieve things you never thought possible. And as you're achieving those things, as you're breaking through those limitations, as you're reaching new heights, don't forget to give back. Don't forget to lift others up. Don't forget to share your success. Because true success is not just about what you achieve for yourself. It's about the impact you have on others. It's about the lives you touch. It's about the difference you make in the world. So, use your success as a platform to help others. Use your achievements as a means to inspire others. Use your influence as a way to make a positive difference in the world. Because when you do that, when you combine personal achievement with positive impact, that's when you experience true fulfillment. That's when you create a legacy that lasts beyond your lifetime. That's when you achieve success that matters. And isn't that what it's all about? Isn't that what we're all striving for? A life of meaning, a life of purpose, a life that makes a difference. So I challenge you, don't settle for less. Don't accept mediocrity. Don't let your dreams slip away. Take action. Make a commitment. Start today. Because you have greatness within you. You have the power to achieve amazing things. You have the ability to create a life beyond your wildest dreams. But it all starts with a choice. It all starts with a decision. It all starts with you saying, enough is enough. No more excuses. No more delay. No more settling for less than you're capable of. So, make that choice. Make that decision. Take that first step. And then keep going. Keep pushing. Keep striving. Because success is not a destination. It's a journey. It's a process. It's a way of life. And it's available to you right here, right now. All you have to do is reach out and grab it. All you have to do is commit to it. All you have to do is be willing to do whatever it takes to achieve it. So are you ready? Are you willing? Are you committed? Because if you are, if you're truly ready to change your life, if you're truly willing to do what it takes, if you're truly committed to achieving your dreams, then nothing can stop you. No obstacle is too big. No challenge is too great. No goal is too high. You have the power. You have the potential. You have everything you need within you right now to create the life you've always dreamed of. So, go for it. Give it everything you've got. Push yourself to new heights. Challenge yourself to be more, do more, achieve more. Because you're worth it. Your dreams are worth it. Your future is worth it. And remember, there's no easy way out. There's no shortcut to success. There's no magic formula for achievement. It's about hard work. It's about perseverance. It's about never giving up no matter how tough things get. But I promise you this. It's worth it. Every drop of sweat, every tear, every moment of doubt or fear or frustration, it's all worth it when you finally break through, when you finally achieve that goal, when you finally become the person you were always meant to be. So don't wait for someday. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait for everything to be just right. Start now. Start where you are. Start with what you have. Because the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And your journey to success, your journey to greatness, your journey to the life of your dreams begins right here, right now, with the choice you make in this moment. So what's it going to be? Are you going to keep dreaming, or are you going to start doing? Are you going to keep wishing, or are you going to start working? Are you going to keep talking about your potential, or are you going to start living up to it? The choice is yours. The power is yours. The future is yours. So seize it, embrace it, create it because you are capable of amazing things. You are destined for greatness. You are meant for success. Now go out there and make it happen. Your future is waiting. Your success is calling. Your greatness is ready to be unleashed. The world is waiting for you. So what are you waiting for? Go. Today, this very moment, make your mark. Leave your legacy. Create your success. Because, if not now, when? If not you, the time is now. The person is you. So, go for it. Give it everything you've got and never, ever give up. Your success is waiting. Your dreams are calling. Your future is now. Go get it. The world is yours. Make it count.